I'm here today because this commission has a greater opportunity than across the street. And I want to share a very public and very troubling video. It came to my attention that a news conference held by the mayor of Birmingham 10 years ago today, as that community's utility system was going into bankruptcy because of mismanagement of the community's utility, rapid expansion of its borrowing, and risky bond issues that citizens had warned local government to undertake. The video was made after the mayor of Birmingham had been convicted and sent to federal prison for fraud related to utility debt issuances. Local government in Birmingham lacked internal controls, as some here in Gainesville, you know who they are, have been trying to warn about and have been demonized for it. Sadly, the city officials of Gainesville are beginning their budget process, and local officials refuse to take responsibility and are proceeding headlong toward a fiscal disaster of their own making, sadly in Gainesville as Birmingham before the feds came in and cleaned house. In this news conference video, you're about to see a window into the future of Gainesville as local elected officials scramble to put together a budget that raises tax rates by double digits, raises fire assessment fees by double digits, and doubles last year's GRU rate increase. The video speaks for itself. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning.
Mr. Chair.
Good afternoon.
I haven't been here in a long time. Harold Saive,
Yeah.
Gainesville. Lake Meta community. I've observed local government here in Gainesville for a long, long time, in Alachua County too. When my wife and I moved here a couple of decades ago, 1999, I believe, we thought we had chosen a home that had shared our values. As staunch Democrats and lifelong liberal orientations, we assumed that our local elected officials, almost all Democrats, shared our values, particularly the values of transparency, inclusiveness, and open and honest debate. To say that time has disabused us of that naivety is an understatement. Over the years, we have watched checks and balances erode to the point that local government, most particularly, to be fair, local government at the city level, though to some extent, we have also seen disappointment with local government at the county level, particularly certain recent decisions I don't have time to get into here. Please pay close attention to the video and the news conference in which the Chief of Staff of the City of Birmingham is targeted for budget shortfalls that elected officials approved but refused to take responsibility for, even as they were being found responsible by the courts. As Mr. Washington said, the video speaks for itself. Thank you.
Thank you.
Government cannot function without the trust of the people. In the tenure I have as mayor, whether it's 45 days, 2 years, 6 years, or whatever, I intend to do everything I can to restore the trust in government of this city. I'm calling this press conference to announce the termination of Deborah Vance-Bowie as Chief of Staff. I am taking this action for the following reasons. First, Ms. Vance-Bowie must bear substantial responsibility for the gross errors in the creation of the current fiscal year budget. The creation of the budget is an executive branch function. The City Council is restricted by law from even requesting information directly from department heads. Thus, it is the executive branch of government that bears responsibility for the veracity of the budgeting data. We can argue whether it was the budgeting process that was flawed or whether it was management of that process. In either case, Ms. Vance-Bowie must bear responsibility. I have talked directly with Steve Saylor, who says he was informed that he informed Ms. Vance-Bowie as early as June that the budget was in trouble. Ms. Vance-Bowie says that is not the case. But it is irrelevant who is correct here. It doesn't
How long
matter.
is this video?
Mr. Saylor worked for the mayor's office, and Ms. Vance-Bowie was the Chief of Staff.
Thank you. Further citizen comments? Mr. Clerk.
Next item, we're moving on to advisory board items. This is for the Healthcare Advisory Board confirmations and appointments.